Charles Rainford, we're here at Donington Park. I had to come and say hello because you had the craziest, most fantastic weekend at Brands Hatch. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Nice to see you again, as always. It was a nice random pleasure today, so it's lovely being a track day, not a race day. But yeah, no, I mean, fantastic weekend, really. Just absolutely blown away with what we managed to achieve as a team and myself, really, as you know, the Rainford family. You know, it's I grew up into motorsport with my dad racing, and then to have all my family there and winning a race was just, yeah, awesome.
We laughed last time I interviewed about saying how much we'd spoken recently, and I wish I could say like my wise words in these interviews helped you get that amazing result over the weekend. But that was thanks to the team and all the hard work that they put in. Just try and sum up the amount of effort that went into making the cars better, sorting things out ahead of Brands Hatch after a pretty mixed bag of a first weekend.
Yeah, we came out the first weekend knowing that it had a fundamental problem in the chassis. So the team worked tirelessly. It was a lot of late nights, a lot of late phone calls into the factory to try and figure out what the issue is. I don't know if we've 100% fixed it yet. The car felt incredible at Brands Hatch, but it was also resurfaced, and we know it's a very good rear-wheel drive circuit. So we'll see at Snetterton. Obviously, Brands Hatch does lack fast corners other than Surtees. Yeah. It felt pretty good through Surtees, but there's also the new tarmac there. So we'll see. Obviously, the car was quite oversteery, as you saw on the television with the hard tyre. Definitely struggling with traction, which would point to where we were at Donington Park. So. But the car was such a massive step forward. We're going to go back in that step again and see if we can make it a little bit better again at Snetterton, and that'll be our real test to see where we're at. But I'm certainly very confident and looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, it was looking good from the get-go. Practice was looking good. Obviously, you had a great qualifying result. But generally, in touring cars, that's kind of only half the job done, really, isn't it? You know, you can never quite predict the races. But getting that podium at that first race, I imagine you'd have been happy with just that. This early in the season as well. It was really great, wasn't it?
Yeah, totally. It was awesome. You know, in free practice one, it was a strange feeling when Dan came over the radio to me and said, "Yeah, okay, that's P1," and I was like, "Okay, you what? Sorry." So I was all expecting that kind of pace maybe to fall off a little bit or something, but it never did, and we were just always there all the rest of the weekend. Even in the races, you know, we're not using the boost and everything. It was just the pace fundamentally was awesome. So we need to harness that and continue that going forward.
And then obviously you had a great opportunity in the third race, reverse grid, but you didn't have it easy. It wasn't a lights to flag, cruise from pole, was it? You had to really get your elbows out. And we were speaking last time about sort of the racecraft and on-track combat with touring cars. So you seem to have got to grips with that as you really fired up the inside of I think it was Robo, wasn't it, at turn one?
Yeah, it was an interesting move. But no, I mean, the way the strategy planned out for us in the day was really good. You know, we started on the soft tyre, managed to get a second with Jake winning, and then the race two, we only dropped down to 7th and 8th. So actually, that was a really good effort, considering the fact that Tom dropped down a lot lower than that. So I think without that result in race two, I would have really struggled in race three, because I do think there is still some stuff I've got to learn in the racecraft. But yeah, as you say, to come from third to the win was a nice little effort. I think a lot of time the move with Jake, the road opened up for me, and then yeah, a nice move on road bottom into the first corner. I think it was just about legal. It was close either way, but as it was, yeah, managed to get the win, and that was just amazing. Yeah.
Really great to see. You mentioned obviously earlier in the interview Snetterton. That's coming up next weekend. Looking forward to it because it's a home event for me, so it's always a special one to have you all in my back garden. It's great. But a great result at Brands. That must fill you with confidence going into the next weekend, even if there is still more work to be done, I guess.
Totally. You know, we'll see where we are in free practice and also shakedown. I mean, where we shakedown is a low grip surface, and it did feel good in the shakedown before Brands, and Jake and I were getting very excited about that. So as long as the cars still feel really good in the high speed, we should be on for some really good results at Snetterton as well. Now that I've done it, it's like a big weight off my shoulders. Yeah. My main goal was I wanted to win a race this season, and I've done that now by the 6th event or the 6th race. So yeah, it's full eyes forward. You know, if I can just keep having results like that, then my next plan is I want to be there at the end of the year as a possible title contender, and that really would be crazy my first year.
Yeah, that would be really great to see. Just to finish off, what are you up to today? We're at Donington.
So I'm with Delara today, so this is my day job. Touring cars and racing is the fun bit I get to do. Today's still great, so we've got Delara today, one road car in the Stradale, and then the EXP, which is the track-focused version. Fundamentally underneath, they're racing cars. The the Dolaris Strali is a full-on road car, but it handles like an LMP racing car. Right. It is bonkers. And then the EXP is a next level above. It's track only, but it's faster than a GT3 car. So as you can imagine around here, it's eye-openingly fast.
I bet. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Charles, and we'll see you next weekend at Snap.
Perfect. Yeah, lovely to speak to you, and I'll see you at Sneston.